that thou hast sought to make me break my vow, which I durst never yet. Take thy reward. 5 days we do allot thee for provision to shield thee from disasters of the world, and on the 6th to turn thy hated back upon our kingdom. If on the 10th day following thy banished trunk be found in our dominion, that moment is thy death. Away! By Jupiter, this shall not be revoked.
Fare thee well, King. Sith thus thou wilt appear, freedom lives hence, banishment is here. The gods to their dear shelter take thee, maid, that justly think'st and hast most rightly said. And your large speeches, may your deeds approve, that good effects may spring from words of love. Thus, Kent, O princes, bid you all adieu. He'll shape his old course in a country new.
Here's France and Burgundy, my noble lord.
My lord of Burgundy, we first address toward you, who with this king hath rivaled for our daughter. What in the least will you require in present dower with her, or cease your quest of love?
Most royal sir, I crave no more than hath your highness offered, nor will you tender less.
Right noble Burgundy, when we did hold her dear, then she was dear to us, but now her price is fallen. So there she stands. If aught within that little seeming substance, or all of it with our displeasure pieced, and nothing more, may fitly like your grace, she's there and she's yours.
I know no answer.
Will you, with those infirmities she owns, unfriended, new adopted to our hate, dowered with our curse, strangered with our oath, take her or leave her?
Royal sir, election makes not up on such conditions.
Then leave her, sir. For you, great king, I would not from your love make such a stray to match you where I hate. Therefore beseech you to virtue liking a more worthier way than on a wretch whom nature is ashamed almost to acknowledge hers.
This is most strange, that she whom even but now is your best object, the argument of your praise, balm of your age, the best, the dearest, should, in this trice of time, commit a thing so monstrous to dismantle so many folds of favor.
I yet beseech your majesty, if for I want that glib and oily art to speak and purpose not, since what I well intend, I'll do it before I speak, that you make known it is no vicious blot, murder, foulness, no unchaste action or dishonored step that hath deprived me of your grace and favor. But even for want of that for which I am richer, a still soliciting eye, and such a tongue that I'm glad I have not, though not to have it hath lost me in your liking.
Go to. Better thou hadst not been born than not to please me better.
Is it no more but this? My lord of Burgundy, what say you to the lady? She is herself a dowry.
Royal sir, give but that portion which yourself proposed, and here I take Cordelia by the hand.
Nothing. I've sworn. I'm firm.
I am sorry you have so lost a father that you must lose a husband.
Peace be with Burgundy, since that which respects of fortune or his love, I shall not be his wife.
Fairest Cordelia, that art most rich being poor, most choice forsaken, most love despised, thee and thy virtues here I seize upon. Thy dowerless daughter, king, throned to my chance, is queen of us, of ours, of our fair France. Bid them farewell, Cordelia, though unkind, thou losest here a better where to find.
Thou hast her, friends. She is thine, for we have no such daughter, nor shall ever see that face of hers again. Therefore be gone, without our grace, our love, our benison. Come, noble Burgundy.
Bid farewell to your sisters.
The jewels of our father. With washed eyes, Cordelia leaves you. I know you what you are, and like a sister am most loath to call your faults as they are named. Love well our father. To your professed bosoms I commit him. So farewell to you both.
Prescribe not us our duty.
Let your study be to content your Lord, who hath received you at fortune's alms. You have obedience scanted, and well are worth the want that you have wanted.
Come, fair Cordelia.
Sister, I think our father will hence tonight.
That's most certain, and with you. Next month with us.
You see how full of changes his age is. The observation we have made of it hath not been little. He always loved our sister most, and with what poor judgment he hath now cast her off appears too grossly.
'Tis the infirmity of his age, yet he hath ever but slenderly known himself.
The best and soundest of his time hath been but rash. Then must we look from his age to receive not alone the imperfections of long engraft condition, but therewithal the unruly waywardness that infirm and choleric years bring with them.
Such unconstant starts are we like to have from him as this of Kent's banishment.
There is further compliment of leave-taking between France and him. Pray you, let us hit together. If our father carry authority with such disposition as he bears, this last surrender of his will but offend us.
We shall further think of it.
We must do something, and in the heat.
Nature art my goddess. To thy law my services are bound. Wherefore should I stand in the plague of custom, and permit the curiosity of nations to deprive me? For that I am some 12 or 14 moonshines lag of a brother? Why bastard? Wherefore base? When my dimensions are as well compact, my mind as generous, and my shape as true as honest madam's issue. Why brand they us with base, with baseness, bastardy, base, who in lusty stealth of nature take more composition and fierce quality than doth within a dull, stale, tired bed go to the creating a whole tribe of fops? Well then, legitimate Edgar, I must have your lands. Our father's love is to the bastard Edmund as to the legitimate. Fine word. Legitimate. Well, my legitimate, if this letter speed and my invention thrive, Edmund the Base shall top the legitimate. I grow, I prosper. Now, gods, stand up for bastards.
Kent banished thus, and France and choler parted, and the king, gone tonight, prescribed his power. How now, Edmund? What news?
So please your lordship, none.
Why so earnestly seek you to put up that letter?
I know no news, my lord.
What paper were you reading?
Nothing, my lord.
No. What needed then that terrible dispatch of it into your pocket? The quality of nothing hath not such need to hide itself. Come, let's see. If it be nothing, I shall not need spectacles.
I beseech you, sir, pardon me. It is a letter from my brother that I have not all o'erread. And for as much as I have perused of it, I find it not fit for your o'erlooking.
Give me the letter, sir.
I shall offend either to give or detain it. The contents, as in part I understand them, are to blame.
Let's see. Let's see.
I hope for my brother's justification he wrote this but as an essay or taste of my virtue.
This policy and reverence of age makes the world bitter. Come to me that of this I may speak more. If our father would sleep till I waked him, you should enjoy half his revenue forever and live the beloved of your brother. Edgar. Oh, conspiracy? Sleep till I waked him? You should enjoy half his revenue? My son, Edgar? Had he a hand to write this, a heart and brain to breed it in? When came you to this? Who brought it?
It was not brought to me, my lord. There's the cunning of it. I found it thrown in at the casement of my closet.
You know the character to be your brother's.
I would fain think it were not.
It is his.
It is his hand, my lord, but I hope his heart is not in the contents.
Has he never before sounded you in this business?
Never, my lord. But I have heard him oft maintain it to be fit that sons at perfect age and fathers decline, the father should be as ward to the son, and the son manage his revenue.
Oh, villain! Villain! His very opinion in the letter. Abhorred villain, unnatural, detested, brutish villain, worse than brutish. Go, Sirrah, seek him. I'll apprehend him. Oh, abominable villain, where is he?
I do not well know, my lord. I dare pawn down my life that he hath writ this to feel my affection to your honor, and to no other pretense of danger.
Think you so?
If your honor judge it meet, I will place you where you shall hear us confer of it, and by an auricular assurance have your satisfaction, and that without any further delay than this very evening.
He cannot be such a monster.
Nor is not sure.
To his father, that so tenderly and entirely loves him, heaven and earth. Edmund, seek him out. Wind me into him, I pray you. Frame the business after your own wisdom.
I will seek him, sir, presently.
These late eclipses of the sun and moon portend no good to us. Love cools, friendship falls off, brothers divide. In cities, mutinies, in countries, discord, in palaces, treason, and the bond cracked twixt son and father.